Hi everyone, welcome to Plan with Elise. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today we are going to be planning my currently page for the month of November in my classic Happy Planner. So let me take that page off the discs. Okay, so I definitely want this to be a fall themed spread, and I'm running out of fall sticker books. Fall stickers. I don't know about you. So I pulled out the two older squad stickers. One is squad goals and one is squad life. So I just want to kind of decide in terms of like colors here, which ones I'm going to use. I have a feeling I'm going to want squad life because that probably has more boxes. I think it's less used, if used at all. Okay, I guess I did use fall. Oh, there are more boxes. I've used a lot of these boxes. Okay, so here are kind of two sets of colors. And then I pulled out this. This is a Miss Sparkle & Co. It's from Joann. It's like a small little pad of paper, sort of scrapbook paper, I guess. And I thought it would be fun to include this somehow in the spread. I was just trying to kind of decide which colors I wanted to include. I do really like the leaves, but I also love this plaid. I think I used that plaid once in my planner. The pumpkins are pretty, and so are the dots. I think maybe we're going to go for plaid. The only thing is, so here are my thoughts. If I cut this, I guess I could cut like strips of that, sort of, but they would have to be, I guess, like that big in order to be able to see the whole plaid part. But if I just did the dots, I'd be able to show less. So let me kind of start with this and we'll see how it goes. Usually when I'm doing a currently page, I have like a pretty set idea. I don't really have one for this yet. Okay, so that's kind of how I was thinking. Maybe to incorporate this. Although, I'm not sure. I don't love how this looks when it's cut up like that. So I could try that one. This is pretty. These are pretty. Let me see here. Another thought, and I don't know, I feel like this would be very bold of me and it may hurt my eyes, is to actually just put this one right down here and then do something like, let me find a sticker for example. Let's see if I can find one. I'd have to choose a specific color because I think otherwise it could get very busy. So let me see if I can grab a sticker that will be kind of doable with this. I'm just going to take the appointment sticker book since that was near me and it has a wide variety of colors. What's a good color? Just for example's sake, let's say this. So what I could do is make kind of like my own colorful boxes currently section. So I could write currently here, and then I could put the boxes in this space. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. That's like very different from anything that I've done. And maybe this is too busy. Like maybe I really need to do something lighter with the polka dots because I don't know if that's gonna give me like a migraine or something to look at. Whoops, I just pulled the whole thing off. Let's see how I feel with it this way. And I know I need to cut that a little bit shorter. Okay, I need to think about this for a second. All right, I think I've decided that I actually do like the plaid. It's really different from anything that I normally do. And so, you know, why not try and step out of my comfort zone a little bit with this? So I'm going to cut up some overprint of black colorful boxes. And And then I'm choosing black because it goes along with the other colors on the page. So let's see if we can do this properly this time. Take these out. Oops. Okay, this is a mess. I don't really need that over here right now. And try to not shake while I stick these down. Oops. It's like the same issue I run into every time. It's a little bit better. Okay. And then let me put a few more of them down. Let's cut this one off. Oops. So I think what I've decided, or kind of just happened in it's not gonna work, September, was that I would use my classic currently page kind of the way that I always have, just what I'm currently doing, or what else? Birthdays, holidays, etc. Kind of the most common way to use a currently page. And then after the month, it's not really gonna work. Okay, that's fine. I will use my big one, since I'm still using a big and a classic, to kind of do a little bit of memory keeping and like reflect on the prior month. All right, so now before I cut all of those up, I want to grab my second Kell of a Plan Lettered Words for Your Planner sticker book. And I think these should have all of the, yeah. Okay, so I wanted to just check sizing on these because I think these stickers are probably, I'm not giving myself a ton of room here. So what I'm going to do is put these down here. So we have hoping, eating. I think I'll do 6. I don't know how many are on here, but I think I'm going to do 6. Eating, loving, watching, make sure I have enough room to be able to cut through. Watching, have that. I don't know. Okay, reading I can do. And then I guess thinking. So those will be the 6. Reading and thinking. Okay, now let's continue. I'm not going to put this down yet until I know that like I'm for sure going to be working this way. Okay, so I want to cut these up to be a little bit, whoops, closer to the line because you are going to be able to see over them. So let me just cut this one. This is going to be a pretty thick page in the planner because it's a sticker, it's scrapbook paper, and it's label paper. Messy planning day. Okay. So I have that, and then I'm cutting these words. Sorry, I'm off camera. And if I can kind of cut them all to be the same size. All right. Now my thought, that part will come off also. That'll be shorter than it is right now. And this is where I'm not sure if it's going to get too busy. So I kind of wanted to do them that way. I just have to make sure that I have enough room. I'm looking for my ruler, that I have enough room to do this 3 down on both sides. So let's use an actual ruler for this. Okay, so each one's about 2 inches, and this is only a little over 5. So that's not going to work the way I want it to. So another option is overlapping them. And then 1.5, 1.5. I may have to do a little bit stronger overlapping. So let's see. Because there isn't a ton of room when I overlap to write. That's where I'm kind of struggling with this. I could do something like that, which is kind of different. Maybe I can put them on this side, thinking I could do it sideways. Okay, so I think that'll be how I finish this up. Let's get these other stickers down, or at least cut out. Okay. So I can kind of place them a little bit before I actually place them down permanently, because I know with the label paper, once I have these down, they're not going anywhere. Okay, that works. It's kind of different from what I intended, but it still works. And then I'm just cutting out a few more overprint ones. Whoops. Cut into the sticker there. Sorry, I think I'm still off camera. Oops. I'm making a mess. Okay. That's not going to be, that's too big. I'm trying to not rush through this, but also not make it crazy long. So, as you can see, this label paper has had its day. Okay, so let's get these down. Oops, should have kept that a little bit straighter. This one. I may just fast forward through this part of the video because I know you've seen me do this 100 times. Maybe not 100, but a lot of times. This is a very common trick for me. Okay, get that one a little bit even. And I think one of the tricks to this is to go a little bit slowly. Oops. Oof. Not a straight line. Okay. All right, it's getting warm in here. I'm gonna pull up these sweater sleeves. All right, now let's get these cut out. And we are almost there. Move all of this trash out of the way. Okay, put these up. All right, so we've got 3 there. 3 here, and then kind of move these over a little bit because I want to make sure that I have the room for the words. So I have these 5. I know I put 1 down. Here we go. Okay, so thinking. All right, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stick these stickers down so that I have something to work off of in terms of the lines. Thinking, I hope I'm not covering up too much of the plaid, that I'll actually be able to see it once these are down, but I think I'll be fine. Okay, this will be, now this is the hard part where I don't have any edges left for this. So, okay, we'll peel that whole thing off and then just cut through that. Okay, reading, those aren't really lined up perfectly. All right, loving, oops, Make sure I'm not putting these down crooked. I want this one to kind of be aligned with the loving next to it. Okay, and then eating. So I didn't cut these out very straight, which may be annoying to me later on, or it may be more annoying to you than it is to me. I'm not really sure. And then I took out nail polish. I just meant to grab a glue stick and instead grab nail polish. Okay, let's get these off. There we go. And the reason that I definitely wanted to put these on label paper, aside from them being hollow, is that normal stickers you would have been able to see through this to the background, and I don't really want that to be visible. Okay, well those are crooked. All right, nice and quick. And then there. All right, 3 more. And this is kind of a nice way. Like, I do love that these currently pages are neutral, but I also find sometimes that I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this area. I've used it as kind of a brain dump in the past, you know, but I don't have that much going on in November. So covering it up and doing something different is always a good way to change things up a little bit in my planner. Okay. Whew. All right, so we are almost done with that first half. Grab my tape runner, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on the corners here because I don't know how much of this is left. And I know that one day I'm going to be planning and I'm going to run out of it. This is a very, very old tape runner. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. It goes this way. Okay, let's get that kind of centered a little bit. Whew. Okay. It's all right. I don't know. It's different. It's something. We'll see. Okay, now I just want to fill these in a little bit, and let me see. I want to grab my planner, my November monthly, so I can actually remember what's going on any date. All right, so we have Daylight Saving, Veterans Day, and Thanksgiving. And then, okay, November 3rd. Maybe I should do it this way. Election Day. Those say just NOV, so I'm going to say NOV here. November 3rd. Something Mitzvah Day, which I spoke about in my classic monthly. Is November 8th. Last night it popped into my head about something that's on November 15th, but I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to have to deal with that later once I actually figure out what it is. We have Thanksgiving in there. Okay. Let's see. My uncle's birthday. I don't think I give myself enough room here. I may just have to write B-Day. Yeah, I'll just have to write B-Day. Is November 21st. And then I think maybe to add just one more sticker that's kind of the same, not kind of the same, it's the same lettering from Heather. I'm going to grab this anniversary sticker. because it's my brother and sister-in-law's 10-year wedding anniversary. And so then I can kind of bring those in. So I don't really know how. Let me see. Let's just write, let me think. All right, Katie. Let's do this. Kind of like that. Okay. 10 years. And then just going a little bit lower, November 27th. Okay. That's cute. That's a fine currently page. Okay, now for filling in the boxes. Okay, so I'm the worst. I just started writing in this while I wasn't filming, so sorry about that. Okay, reading. Plan a Happy Life. I'm still reading on it. I'm still reading it. Okay, thinking. What am I thinking? Thinking about, let's do that. Thinking about apartment budgeting. I know I've spoken about this before, but prices of apartments are ridiculous. And so I'm kind of just trying to still look online and see what's available and figure out the price range that's in my budget. You know, an apartment will be listed at one thing and then it'll say, oh, plus $100 a month parking fee, or, you know, $50 a month trash removal and all of that. So it adds up, and I really need to figure out a number that I'm comfortable with so I can kind of get moving on moving. Okay, loving fall weather. I really do love the fall weather. I don't love how cold the mornings are. And if you follow me on Instagram, sometimes I've shown on videos that the heat in this house is very loud. It's like banging really, really loud. So that happens in the morning. Better the morning, I guess, than the middle of the night, because I'm a morning person. Watching. I'm still watching The Blacklist, which I love that show. I stopped watching it years ago, and I've kind of gotten back into it now. Not kind of, I've been getting back into it. Just make sure I have enough room here. Okay. Hoping. I'm hoping for good election results. And I don't really know how to write that. I guess I'll just write it. I don't care. It's my planner. I know everyone has different views. I guess we'll know soon. I think things have changed so much since, you know, growing up. Like, I remember you never ask someone who they're voting for. You don't ask you don't ask your parents and all of that kind of stuff. And maybe that's the same with kids these days. But I also think while there are a lot of downsides of social media, there's a lot of education there too, if you're looking in the right places. Okay, and eating. I mean, part of this is drinking, but whatever. Wine and cheese. Having a lot of wine and cheese lately and really enjoying it. Okay, not the most beautiful lettering, but it's filled in and it's cute, and I'm happy with how it came out. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I'd love it if you took a moment to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.